Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today I'm finally presenting to you the first in the new Masterpiece G line, or Masterpiece Godtie line, the MPG-01 Cybertron Trainbot leader, Trainbot Shouki. So he's the first of the first set of combiners that they're going to do in the Masterpiece line. And they chose Raiden for some reason? Okay. I mean, it is what it is, but I guess they want to choose an Autobot one first. That would sell well in Japan, so trains. Front of the box is typical Masterpiece stuff. You have the train mode, the robot mode, MPG-01 Trainbot, Cybertron Trainbot's leader, Trainbot Shouki, I don't know how to say his name. He's an Autobot, Takara, top of the box, bottom of the box, side of the box, side of the box. In the back of the box, you have his vehicle mode, him with Ultra Magnus, Prowl, and Sideswipe. His cockpit, which can fit Daniel and Spike from Ultra Magnus. You know, some stuff. And you have the combined mode showing off there, which I'm actually very excited for. And, you know, typical Masterpiece box. It's the first box of this length, and it's a pretty nice looking box, all things considered. So here we have Shouki in his train mode. And he does come with a track, which looks like it's going to extend. I'm going to guess that the other train bots are going to come with other tracks that you can use. So you just have this long track, and you can just be like trains everywhere, but Shouki himself does roll on it very well. And if you have the stand that came with Dinobot or Starscream, you can plug it in here, and you can take this piece, turn it around, turn it like that, and open up the chest piece, and you can plug this this thing in right here, and he can just plug into the stand like that, so you can have like a flying train display, and it's pretty cool looking. I probably won't be using it, but you can do it. You are also supposed to be able to store the gun down here. On this tab right here. I can't get mine to stay, so it is what it is. Off the track, he does roll relatively well. And you can also open him up. You can open this up. And there you have seats where you could put like Daniel or Spike or somebody. I'm not going to show that off because I don't care. But if you want to take out the seats, you can also store his shield in there. The shield just plugs in right there. Sort of. Come on, don't be a dick. So shield plugs in at a weird angle. Like right there. And then you can close it all up. Bloody, bloody, blah. It doesn't close as well with the shield in there, but you can do it. And it's pretty cool. It's cool that you could store it, but I don't typically store the shield in there just because, at least on mine, I can't get it to close all the way. But, you know, it is what it is. So, let's go ahead and start transforming him. So, the first thing we're going to do is something we've done a few times now, is pop that down. Then we'll start with the legs after that. So, we'll get these all separated. And these are going to come down like this. This is going to split up. We'll do this leg first. We're going to open this up, straighten that out, and then we're going to do stuff. We're going to extend that out, straighten this piece out, And we're gonna turn that around, flip that down, fold this down, close it up, and that's gonna clip in right there. So there we go. We're gonna fold this piece right here in. We're gonna turn it around and clip that in until it snaps. And then turn the leg like that. You all honestly should have turned the leg before that, but I messed up. So over here, we're gonna do very, very similar things. But these wheels are gonna be a little bit different. So we're gonna turn this around like so. And we're gonna straighten these out. That'll sit flush against there. We'll do the same thing we did before over here with the feet. There you go. And then we'll do the same thing we did with this door before. There we go. So we got some robot legs going on. And we're gonna separate this. Pull that down, pull this out, fold this up and turn this whole thing around. And we'll come back to that. Next up, we'll do the arms. So we'll disconnect all of this. Separate that. Disconnect that. Push this in, and that'll fold up like this. Fold that down. Open this up. Fold out the hand. Turn that around. Turn that around. Boom. So the same thing on this side. I forgot something. Push that down and clip in the arm. There you go. So push that in, turn that around, boom. Open up the hand, turn that around, flip this down, and then connect the arms right there. So now we're gonna pull this out, turn it around, and push it back in to form the chest. Flip out his head. Fun stuff time now. So we're gonna plug this, flip that down, push it in, and it's going to connect back there. So, almost done. Flip down this hook, open this up, and then you do some convoluted nonsense. I'm just kidding. It's actually not that bad. So make sure this kind of looks like this. Fold this up, and this will connect. This will clip in right there. And there you go. Shouki in his robot mode. And he looks pretty cool. It's an involved transformation, but like most of Takara's transformations, it actually works out fairly well. It doesn't fight you. It doesn't get in its own way. It's pretty straightforward and does everything it needs to do and does it well. Something that a lot of third parties and the MPM line could benefit from. But no, his transformation is really fun. It's really solid. So he has his gun, which he can hold. Because of course he can. And there you go. So articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. So do full 360, can look up, can look down a little bit. His arms, if you move the shoulder pad, can do a full 360. Can turn the bicep. However, it is on a pin, so the arm does kind of come off fairly easily, so be careful with that. He does have a double jointed elbow. His wrist, knock the arms off. His wrist does turn, but it's hindered a little bit by the armor on the arm. His hands, thumb does move, and the fingers are all, you know, typical one, and then these three are connected. He does have a waist swivel. Oh, and these come down. I forgot about that for the transformation. Those two come down. He does have a waist swivel. His legs can go forward, and the skirt does go with it. Legs can go back a little bit, but he's got a lot back there, so. His knees have a pretty big joint. They're not double, though. And he has a bit of an ankle pivot. Nothing crazy. But it is there. So, he does also turn here. So, he does have a good bit of articulation because, you know, he's a masterpiece figure, and they all do. As a standalone figure, he is pretty cool. I actually like him quite a bit. Quite a bit more than some of the recent numbered figures, to be honest with you. I certainly think he's better than Nightbird, RC, Hound. You know, people like that. I think he's a lot more solid than those guys. And for the first figure in a new line, he's pretty cool just by himself. The combined mode, I'm not going to comment on yet because we don't have it. So there is that. If you take this piece right here, open it up, flip this out, he can use this as a shield. So that's cool. This piece kind of gets in the way of it, but you can use it as a shield if you want to. I'm honestly really debating whether or not I want to show the combined mode transformation in this video. Wait until the write-in video. I'll do it now. We'll go ahead and just do it now. So, because I guess it's technically part of this figure, so. First things first, we're going to fold the hand in. Hands in, I suppose. Turn these around. Make sure the arms don't pop off as you're doing it. Get all that out of the way. We're going to disconnect all of this. The head's going to push in. Disconnect this stuff. Pull this piece out, and that's going to flip around. Fold that in. And we're going to turn the waist and the torso around. So there's a lot of turning here. I'll get this piece, this bottom piece, as straight as you possibly can. Excellent. So here we go. So that's all. This is all going to fold in on itself in a very, very convoluted way. There we go. You got to make sure this plugs in to these holes right here. So these holes where the seats were are going to plug into his back. So yeah, if you kept the train seats in, this is not going to happen for you. Now this piece is going to turn. And these are going to fold in. And this is all going to... I messed this up. Because this is supposed to push back, I believe. Or is it supposed to... Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. So this pushes in. Okay. Yeah, I've only done this part once. I'll be honest with you. So. For some reason, it doesn't want to connect today. Wait, Okay, well, point is, it's supposed to plug in there. And I had it plugged in, and now it doesn't want to plug in. And then that'll just clip in right there. So, now, let's get these wings out of the way. We'll go ahead and raise the camera. Hi, kitty. And the arms are going to fold in on the double elbow joint. And then we're going to clip them back into place. This is going to fold up. Hook around and clip in. Also make sure these pieces are folded up. Clip in right around here. It's supposed to, anyway. There we go. Boom. These are going to fold out. We'll worry about those in a second. There we go. Everything's clipping in now. Excellent. So we'll do the same thing over here. Make sure it's clipped back in. Fold this piece up. We'll make sure the elbow joints are as straight as possible. There we go. Boom. All right, excellent. So, now, open this up, and if you can get your finger in here, you can fold these pieces out, which is not easy for me to do. Oh my goodness. I'll just get my key. There we go. Sometimes it helps to have a tool. All right. It's finally all coming together. So the last thing you want to do is fold up his legs. And clip the feet together. Which is way more of a pain in the ass than it should be. Then this will plug in. It'll clip in places. Oh my God. There we go. All right. So here we have the torso of a giant robot. So, but you can already see like the arms are going to bump into my camera. The arms are gonna, you know, connect here, and the torso is going to connect down here. So we got the formings of a combination here, and we will see how it goes. But we've got him You can actually, if you wanted to, you could be weird and slide this piece in and just display a torso if you really wanted to, which is kind of funny. Oh, I forgot this. I always do. These pieces do actually fold out. It changes almost nothing, but there you go. So you got to make sure these hooks are like in there. Otherwise, it's probably going to have a bad time when the other pieces connect. Yeah, here we have the torso of, is it Raiden or Raiden? If you go by Mortal Kombat, it's Raiden. If you go by Metal Gear Solid, it's Raiden. So take your pick. I typically go with Raiden because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. But regardless, this is what we got going so far. And we'll see what the whole thing looks like and feels like when it comes out. But Shouki on his own, it's a really cool figure. I like him quite a bit. This is going to be one of those cases, though, where you need to get the whole set. You can't just get one. You have to get all 6. And that's when the whole thing will be worth it. But as a standalone, he's pretty cool. His robot mode looks awesome. The only issue I really have with him is that the chest in the combined mode doesn't really stay together all that well. Like, for some, I'm probably just doing something wrong, but I cannot get this piece to stay plugged in down here to save my life. So I'll have to play with it more, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But I'll deal with that when the combined mode is all said and done. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around for more. See you soon.